everybody. Thank you for sticking with us. A few things before we get into some lacking drama, right? You know what I mean? Lacked it a little bit. Firstly, thank you for your donations. We have put a pop-up thing there for people who were unsure. It's generally the only reason people who are unsure if we'd received it or not. So that's cool. So if it comes off screen like one of them did, then I assume that's your choice. All right, guys. Also, I'm on the Final Boss show tomorrow. I know we'll be leaving in about an hour-ish from here because we have a meet with various people who are going to be on the show before that. So I'll be there. So that's, I forgot the times. I don't know if someone can post them in the chat, please. It's about 7 p.m. GMT, London time. All right, so it's about then on the Final Boss show with Bay and Nobble and Kelrick and Bellula and all these kind of guys. And it should be a lot of fun. So there's a few things we didn't talk about in part 1 because it's going to be on the show tomorrow. So I'm not going to do it again. On top of that, it's Stream Week on Monday. I will be playing The Witcher 3, which Andy's been playing and tells me is amazing. So I'm really looking forward to that. So it's going to be pretty awesome. Yeah, I have to miss 2 raids this week because of wife stuff. It's getting to that point, man. My baby's due pretty much any time now. He's massive. My baby's fucking massive. He's got a proper normal head. Normal head. Measuring. She's like, I don't know, some days and some weeks. She's where she's supposed to be. And the head measurement, because we had a scan while we were there, the head measurement is perfect to the day. I was like, that's crispy. That's crispy. The body, though, is over a week and a half ahead. And it's lengthwise. Lengthwise. And its legs are the same. It's long.
It's going to come out
fucking
like
salami.
Will Ferrell in that skit. Oh! Oh! So hard in there.
I kind of... is it wrong to show that Max thing on the stream? Should I save it for the video?
No, you put a little tidbit on.
A little teaser as a video should be coming out on Sunday. I say should because it might not. It's as simple as that. If I can get it finished, because I lost like a day and a half's worth of time. So let me give you some context as to what you're about to see, if it plays. This is my little tidbit for what's coming out on Sunday. This is my interpretation of what a... Let me get this right. What a noob looks like when they pick up a really good weapon. So let me fix the background first. Let me fix that because that's going to get really annoying for everybody and we don't want that. There we go. So this is what this is. It's my interpretation of what a newbie looks like when they get a really good weapon, although they're actually shit at the game. Let me rewind. Little teaser for the video that should hopefully be coming out on Sunday. That's what, when you're a newbie and you attack me and you've just got like a decent weapon and you're just crap at the game, that's pretty much what I think you look like. That's LFR in a nutshell. That's what LFR looks like, and that's their celebration, is that they think they owned you. You got owned. You got owned. So yeah, that's exactly what I think of in those things. Have I announced everything? I think so. Stream week, Final Boss tomorrow. Should have the video out on Sunday, hopefully. I've got to finish it tomorrow, and it's a lot of work, as you can possibly imagine. So it should be fine. It should be fine. I think it's pretty good. Yeah, right, okay, let's do some drama then, because I missed it on Friday, unfortunately. With my 2 raids missed, and I'm going to miss tomorrow's raid as well, which sucks. But it should be okay. It should be alright. Right! I've got one that's about Team Spania. Team Espana.
Team Espana.
Being kicked from an RP guild. Which you know is going to be good. And hashtag ghosted. Let's do the shorter one first. Now, I've got to be honest, I haven't read through all of it, which is always risky, and usually is a rule. Usually a rule, but I just haven't had time. I was working from 9 AM this morning up until about 6 PM today, trying to catch up with all the work that needs doing, which sucks. But we'll get there. There's no names in this one.
Oh, I'm picking fucking names.
You can get names ready for the other one. We've got 3 stories to get through.
I need the keyboard or something like that.
You can have the keyboard.
I can't remember names.
There you go, friend. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. So let me...
Enjoy yourself.
Cold emotes for the subscribers. Hopefully. We'll say hopefully.
I'm doing them after this fucking web show.
Let's say
If Twitch put it up, then yeah.
Let's say hopefully. We should hopefully have 4 new emotes for you subscriber guys. Right, how I got kicked from an RP guild. So it began with me joining a guild. I was so excited to join. I had my green transmog I'd worked on for weeks and weeks. Opinions already on the green transmog. Have we ever seen a good one?
Yeah.
Okay. And I was finally ready to RP like a boss. So when I joined their group in Red Ridge Mountain, it's always Red Ridge Mountains, always, I met a friendly person who was asking to Skype with people. I, as the gentleman I am, accepted. His name was Fisty McAngus.
So you do need names.
And we became good friends, me and Fisty McAngus, talking about RP, and he even offered me gold for my flying license. I was so happy. But then Real Gouda joined in as the guild leader, basically saying, fuck yo transmog. In this guild, we only wear black. I, of course, had to accept, since the big meeting of Red Ridge Mountain was to last about an hour. When it was over, I quickly dropped all my gear and equipped my sexy green transmog. Because green is an OP colour.
It isn't.
Oh, I don't know. Green Lantern? Green Lantern? The
Green
Hulk?
Arrow, the Hulk. Yeah, it's green.
Green's an OP colour.
It's not.
Yes, it is his opinion, though. The guild leader, Real Gouda, found me. He became furious, saying I had to put on the black gear and get back in line with the guild, since we were about to travel to Duskwood. I came up with the reasoning that I had deleted it by accident and that I was sorry. Sorry. It's thinking on your feet, right? How would you get a fully black transmog?
By getting black ions.
Have you seen, there aren't any though, right? They're always grey. I don't think I've seen black.
Yes,
Nah.
black ions.
What's black? I've never seen black.
Unstoppable force.
It's a black weapon. There's a black tabard that's got the sun on it.
Mate, don't even fucking start me. I will show you endless amounts of black iron. Fuck off. Not bad. Defiance isn't black.
See? Thanks.
Dark blue, no, I'm just...
Thanks for backing me up. No, it's alright. You agree with me. I like that.
Assassination set's blue as well. Just heads up.
I said I was sorry. My friend Fisty McAngus tried to buy me more black gear so that I could join them in Duskwood. But alas, black items on this server were too expensive. We've all been there. I quickly became furious that they wouldn't allow me to come to Duskwood wearing my green transmog because it was amazing. So I mounted myself.
Wow.
With a sandstone drake.
Oh, right, okay.
And flew over to Duskwood and landed on a roof over their RP event. And then I started screaming, raw. Yeah, in me green armour on me sandstone drake, raw. Hey, raw, raw. I feel like he's doing the little hands, don't you? What a bird. Real Gouda kicked me from the guild.
Classic Real Gouda.
And when I asked why, she said because you were screaming raw on a sandstone drake with green armour.
You loser.
I quickly replied saying, you don't let anyone be what they want in your RP guild, you fucking cunt.
That escalated.
I know.
Exponentially.
That's what I like about it. It's just so up and down. Raw, raw, you fucking cunt. Whoa, whoa, raw. She also removed me from the group. And to this day, I RP as a sandstone drake. Winner, winner. hunter. I might not be in a guild, but I'm actually a drake. So...
Ah, you just trapped my fucking leg, you bastard.
Well, put your leg back in your dick. Let's get ghosted, shall we? Have we used them?
I've separated the top two because you've used them.
Done. Alright, hashtag ghosted. This story begins in Ashran. Why? Why were you there? I was gearing up my rogue for PvP. I saw someone looking for a Norwegian guy to help lead a guild. No, that's a warning sign, is it not? Need looking for co-guild leader. Must be Norwegian, though.
It's quite specific.
Prove it, though! What's... If you're from Norway, you'd know me.
That's from Liverpool, mate.
You've got to be Norwegian. If you're Norwegian, you're guild leader. Just saying. Just pointing out there. And we're definitely a really good guild. So I whispered in, what do you need help with? As I have been the guild...
Big summer blowout.
He's Norwegian, right?
Swedish.
Scandinavian in nature.
Scandinavian, yeah. It's just the whole...
What do you need help with? As I have been a guild master in an RL Friends guild since Kata. So this does mean I'm a pretty big deal.
Wow.
And wanted to help. She was a female blood elf priest.
Nice. Standard. Like
She asked me tons of questions about me, such as ASL and birthday, which is the same question. And honestly, it creeped me out a little bit, but not enough for me to back away. After all, she was a blood elf priest. I then asked her, are you a girl or a guy? Though I was fairly certain she was a girl, since she put hearts and winks on every sentence. Confirmed, right?
Sounds like a chick, mate.
Sounds like a chick to me. Get your dick out.
Wow.
So as I thought, she was a girl. She asked me if I wanted to Snapchat. Well, like you do. Want to join my guild? Yeah? Snapchat though? I don't want to sound gay.
That's a small print of a contract of a guild.
That would be so good if you had to include that on application forms. That's when you know you're joining a good guild. You got to add Snapchat. However, my phone was so old and so Norwegian that Snapchat was incompatible with it. So I asked if we could take it to the good book.
Oh, classic good book.
We ended up chatting for a bit, and she was determined to find a co-GM for her guild, which was going to be both PvE and PvP.
Bold statement, Con.
This seemed kind of strange to me. She assured me that it could work if we had just 4 GMs in the guild. She's got it planned out. Oi! There's a plan. It's a Norwegian plan, but it's still a plan.
You can't have absolute power with 4 GMs. I'm out.
We'll have 2 guild masters for PvE and 2 guild masters for PvP. Whereas I, as a Norwegian, would become one of the PvE leaders.
Does he say?
Based on my Snapchat experience, I'm pretty sure I can lead the PvE team.
Is he in charge of the tablet ads?
I hope so, because that guild bank's not going to sell itself. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Stop the power nodding me into saying yeah.
He fulfills the criteria. Yeah? Onwards then. I joined the guild. I quickly realised the guild had a mere 300 members, and she carried on spamming LFG chat to recruit more and more people. This was the first sign of it being a cesspool guild. No. Incorrect. Bad science. It was early on in the story, line number 1, I believe, that was in fact the first sign. But I figured, I'll let it slide. Why not, eh?
Why not?
She then proceeded to link an entire conversation between her and what seemed to be her ex-boyfriend, where he would rage on her for recruiting me as one of the new GMs. After which, she would share dark secrets with me, such as her cutting herself and further disturbing actions. Predictions on the further disturbing actions.
Scat fetish.
More.
Like she'll freeze a turd and use it as a dildo.
Canadian pipeline. The Canadian pipeline.
I hate and love the fact that you went straight to the official name for it.
Of course.
Such a weird.
What? Like, who doesn't know? Who hasn't done it?
All right. Fair
I mean,
enough.
let's face it, we've all had frostbite.
Get up.
You brought it
You
up.
sick puppy.
You brought it up. You're the one shitting in a condom and freezing it and using it as a dildo. Why you smooth it out first, though?
I do.
Because you like the knobbly bits. Ooh.
Sorry.
No need to make it
Well,
dirty.
that's why I eat corn the night before.
All right, onwards. Did we have a name for this girl?
I've got several, mate.
All right. Dripping Truffle Nuts. Dripping Truffle Nuts wanted to schedule a weekend where we could meet up IRL and discuss leadership in the directions of the guild. Like you do. She flirted with me constantly, reassuring me that it wasn't flirting. I will suck your dick.
I'm just kidding.
No, just kidding.
But seriously.
But seriously though, I will rub that cum all over my face. All over my face. It was just that she felt comfortable. I'm not flirting, I'm just comfortable. Talking to me and telling me that I was a good listener. I often only replied with emojis and didn't really read what she was typing. You're a really good listener. Smiley face. Winky face. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. This chick's easy. So officially, I became a GM after 2 days of joining the guild. And it was officially time to raid. I was actually kind of excited to raid again, right up until the point where I saw which instance we were going to do. High Mall Normal in patch 6.2.
You twat.
What?
Pissing on that lad's accomplishment.
Oh, I think it's very brave to go to High Mall Normal in 6.2. Very brave.
Such a prick.
The raid started off alright as we downed the Butcher, normal mode, 6.2. Woof. Yeah? Woof.
I wasn't happy about the I-5, but I never miss an opportunity.
But then she was determined. She was determined to get people on Skype and began spamming add dripping truffle nuts on Skype continuously while we were clearing trash. So I decided that I would join the call. It was then that I realised that she was an annoying girl. No
Really?
way!
No way.
What?
What even gave him that clue?
The dripping truffle nuts?
Yeah.
Doesn't even make logical sense.
Absolutely not.
That's crazy. Not only that, but she had the voice of herpes, and it roared through my ears. She could not stop talking and laughed throughout the call. One of those high-pitched laughs that makes your ears want to bleed and then die.
A voice like herpes, that just came out of nowhere.
So much, though, that she had to take breaks in between bosses to calm down.
To go and refreeze a Canadian pipeline.
My throat's sore from all the fun we're having. I need a break. The cackling continued all the way to Imperator, which we wiped on several times and said we would come back to Imperator Normal in 6.2 on another day. Thumbs fresh. In the following weeks, raid attendance was non-existent, as she would forget about raids and people just couldn't be asked because we were still progressing on normal high mall in 6.2. I had to get out. The guild was going nowhere and I began thinking that I should probably leave. At this point, however, Dripping Truffle Nuts trusted me fully, as I had borrowed money for gear. I figured I could take advantage of this. I plotted to make her give me guild bank access so that I could play the auction house and make some cash for the guild, and return the money with 10% interest.
Who does that? Who offers 10%? I'll tell you what, borrow me this and I'll give you 10% interest. Alright.
There's a guy in my guild, and I won't mention Frub's name, but let's just say our warrior needed an enchant. Deuce, in fact. Deuce critting chance.
2 seconds piss.
He asked for 2, and in Warlords of Draenor, they're not that cheap. You know what I mean? But, of course, me being Swobu Swaggins, I had everything on hand, right? So I said, I'll make them for you.
Friend.
Unknown friend. And I'll send them to you. To get out of paying. Which all I asked for, to be fair, was the Sorceress Air back. So I could remake them. I didn't need the other ingredients. I just said, sure, send me the Sorceress Air back. No worries. He came up with the excuse that his mailbox wouldn't let him send Sorceress Air.
What a twat.
That's what he said to me. He was like, oh, I don't know what's going on, but I can't send you any. I was like, why? He said, mailbox won't let me. And then he just logged off. That was his plan.
If you
That
were
was the plan.
ever expecting some sort of payment
That was his plan.
for a job that you've already done, then, my friend, you are a very foolish person. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do these 2 quite expensive enchants for you. But once I am done, and you have no further need for me, then you can go right ahead and send me the core expensive mats. Yeah, I'll get right on that.
I do mock him because he isn't officially the master of yogurt in our guild. Now, you might think that sounds rude, and it is. But every raid, he eats yogurts on the break, and he says his keyboard is covered in yogurt stains.
Bollocks.
I know, it's gross.
Yeah, bollock yogurt.
But in order to acquire, and my guild's just reminded me, the guild members here, and I think it's a good story. He had the best answer to the question, because obviously when tier sets drop, the question went out for the first couple of weeks is, do you get your set bonuses from this? Or does somebody about to get one, we'd rather give it to them, and you get the 2, and so on and so forth. When asked, would he get a set bonus from this? His answer, which was legit, by the way, that piece almost gives me 4 set. And so we went, so 3 then? So the answer is no. He was like, yeah, I'll almost have 4 set with that piece. I'll almost have the 4 set bonus.
Best thing I have ever
I was just agog, bedazzled with the sheer slick response time. It will almost give me my 4 set. Almost. And my guild will consider it. And it's now a running joke every time someone else is like, are you going to get the almost 4 set? Or like, oh, this almost gives me 2 sets.
That is so good.
It's such a quality answer. Anyway, back to the story. From forever. Still haven't had those Sorceress Air though, by now I think about it.
What?
Still haven't had them.
You're not going to get them.
No,
in this scenario, you're the idiot.
Apparently so. Okay. Okay, so we need to meet up IRL to talk guild business, of course. The guild had 52k in the bank, and I said I could turn that into about 60k. That 52k, what? Can you imagine an investment guy phoning you? It's like that £5.20 you've got? Yeah, I could turn that into £6. Just give me the time.
£6.
Before the end of the year.
Yeah.
Before the end of the year, that'll be £6. Yeah, cash. During this time, dripping truffle nuts wasn't going to play because, under her description, reasons. Reasons.
The chocolate chew?
Thus.
Oh, reasons thus.
No, just reasons. This is the next sentence. That was her official. I'm not playing anymore. Because reasons. Thus I saw fit to wait until she logged off of Battle.net and logged on to my tunes and left the guild and ignored all her characters. Brave. Yeah, doing it while she's offline. Woo. Whoa, hard case. At this point there was only one thing left to do. Remove her on Facebook.
I don't get why that's, like, some people in their mind, that's like a drop the mic type thing. It's like, it's a button.
I imagine people have, because I don't use Facebook, so I imagine people have not followed me because I don't use it. But I wonder when people do that. Because I know a family member stopped following me, and I didn't know until someone told me that she did it on purpose and now felt bad about it. And I didn't know. Because how would I know? How the fuck would I know? Well, I imagine people get really upset about that. Did you follow me on Facebook?
No, people genuinely do. I mean, the place where I used to work, that when Facebook was obviously massive, that was the thing. But for me, that's sort of like, so it was the only thing one left to do. I deleted her Facebook. That's only a brag if she's sat next to you You look her straight in the eyes as you unfriend her.
Unfriend, that's right. I'll
yeah,
follow.
and then walk away, but slap her in the face when you walk away. At least slap her in the face. That's ballsy. Not doing it when she's not there for then, like, for no possible recourse to happen to you.
People get mad if you delete them on Facebook.
They do. I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit.
But I don't use it. I mean, it's not for me.
I don't
mean?
delete people on Facebook unless they're trying to start hawking shit through the Facebook account. Hi guys.
Yeah, that's the thing though.
Got
right?
all this selling shit. Yeah, it's like it's the problem on my Facebook. If you start hawking shit, I will just fucking shit can you. I've got no time for that. Facebook's for me to catch up with my mates that I see all the time and don't hardly see, but I'm still friends with. Not want to buy this? No. If I went to buy it,
did he get some money out of it? Is that the idea?
It's a fucking pyramid scheme, isn't it?
A Facebook pyramid scheme.
It's the pyramid scheme, but they're using Facebook as a medium to sell all their shit.
All right.
It's basically door to door, knobheads.
Without leaving the house. What am I saying? Imagine on a job where you just didn't leave the house and sat in your ass all day.
My dad does that. I'm trying to say.
I do that. I'm doing it right now.
It's my dad.
You talking about my dad?
Talking about my dad, mate.
Talking about my dad, mate.
It's fucking under boo, mate.
My dad's dead. Yeah. Want to talk? Want to talk? Yeah.
Can't really come back now, can
Can't come back, can you? Ultimate winner. It was then that I realised one of the co-GMs had noticed my heist and seen me leave the guild.
Was the heist the 52k?
He didn't say that he took any of the money.
So what heist?
The heist was him leaving the guild. I froze for a second as I had been noticed. I then proceeded to reply to this post. Hashtag ghosted. Winky face. I assume he took the guild bank. I think he left that out of the story, but it sounds like he got made away with no less than 52,000 gold in Warlords of Draenor. 52,000 gold. I left the group and am now forming a raid team for Hellfire Citadel. We've got some badasses tonight.
The thing is, though, even though it weren't that badass, that is actually a ghosting in terms of he didn't just be an arsehole. He was wronged and then he fucking made him pay for it.
Revenge.
That's a ghosting, mate. It's like, it is revenge.
This is a weird story. You ready to get weird on me? Should we get weird?
Can I just make sure that you've only used that one there, yeah? Is the first chapter called Pizza?
Yep.
You know, I'm
every now and then I take it to the weird. Let's do that.
Take it to the weird.
Hello, Preacher. You enjoyed my last story, the maturation process, in which I sold the rogue to go warrior and then took my rogue back. So much that I thought I'd write to share another story with you. The events of this story took place in Anaheim, roughly 48 hours before you and I met in the Hilton.
Oh, nice. We met the dude.
Cashback.
Oh.
I hope you enjoy. Should have put a picture in there. I had a picture with everybody.
Put a picture in there.
Chapter 1 then. Pizza.
Were we in Anaheim?
We were in Anaheim, yeah.
Oh shit, we were.
We were. You mean you were together in Anaheim? It was pretty good.
Anaheim. Mighty Ducks, mate.
Emilio Estevez.
Esteban. Evez.
Oh, I watched Top Gun yesterday.
Don't even fucking dare follow that with a negative for a comment.
Do you want to do a quiz? How good do you think your Top Gun knowledge is?
Probably not
Nervous.
About this question
You're
you're going
nervous.
to ask me.
What's Maverick's real name?
Pete Mitchell.
Oh, no, where did you get that? What's Goose's partner called? Not Goose. Iceman.
Slider.
No way did you know that as well? Who is...
Oh, do you want a bit of a tidbit?
No.
Listen,
This might be my question.
wait. No,
Might be
it's
my
not going to
question.
be a question.
Okay.
Rick Rossovich, who plays Slider, is still today voted as one of the top 10 nicest people to work with in Hollywood. Yeah? Do you want to go deeper?
I'll go deeper.
Go then.
Who is Maverick's rear man in his last mission? As in the actor's name. Because it freaked me the fuck out.
I'd say, which one? Do you mean Merlin?
Yes. Who plays Merlin?
Is it Whip Hubley?
No.
Give me a clue.
Shawshank Redemption.
Andy... Don't know.
Tim Robbins!
Is he really?
Andy Dufresne!
No way.
Tim Robbins plays Merlin, and when he got out,
Oh shit!
I was mind blown! Fucking mind blown! Because I was like, what the fuck? Random Tim Robbins at the end of Top Gun.
That's awesome.
So bizarre.
What do you think of Top Gun?
It's so bad these days. It is. It is. I love it as a kid. And my son, let me put it, my son loved it, and he loved it, except when the planes blew up, because he went, uh-oh. Every time a plane blew up, he went, uh-oh. But yeah, it's got some of the worst dialogue I've ever seen in my life in that movie. It's pretty bad. Because I just don't want anybody in that room to know that I fall in love with you, man.
Don't ever
mock
the dialogue of the once massively attractive Kelly McGillis, who now looks like a great-grandmother.
She's not attractive in that movie.
No.
She has the teeth of justice.
You got to see her now, mate.
Anyway, nearly 23 beers deep at 2 a.m. Pizza had become a dire necessity. It's not great, but there's a pizzeria near here. One of my companions suggested. Fuck it, I insisted. It's pizza, and they're still open, right? We were all losing our bout with lucidity. Perhaps in retrospect, a cab would have been a better choice. Alas, our impetuous journey began. For pizza, BlizzCon style. It was like a quest in Vanilla Arathi that sent you across the map through droves of raptors and spiders. 5 levels higher who came at your ass from 53 yards away to kick the shit out of you. It was exactly like that. The raptor that nearly sent me to the graveyard was my own bladder. Nightmare. Going for a walk in the cold after you've had a piss, after you've had a load of beer. You're going to need a piss pretty sharp. In fact, we ran into that situation trying to find that Twitch party. Do you remember? We were both dying for pisses in that mall. Totally lost in Anaheim, just trying to have a piss.
Yeah, we went to a McDonald's on the way back, had said piss, and I had 2 McRibs, mate.
You did. I forgo the McDonald's. And there's no situation that I will eat McDonald's.
McRib?
There's no situation I will eat
It's like one of the 7 wonders of the world.
I will eat some junky food, but I will not eat McDonald's.
You need to eat a McRib. That shit will change you.
To a big lard ass. I don't want it. Anyway, we were barely 300 yards from the Hilton's door when my internal navigation plotted a new temporary course. Bro, I gotta go. I'm from Mississippi. Mississippi. You know what I'm going to tell you, right? Muggy Mugus slurred. Muggy Mugus, you're from Mississippi. Mississippi. You're sorry to call you Mount. You're 5 yards from the car wash.
A bull match, if you will.
Bird shit.
Pa! Bird shit.
Just then I had to drastically alter my trajectory. A very nice young fella was washing a truck directly in my path. Merca, 2 a.m. truck wash time. Yeah? Truck wash time outside the Hilton, y'all. Of course it is. Sissy!
What?
The relief I found on the other side of that truck was short-lived. My battered and abused intestines immediately resurrected my fervour for pizza. Oh, sorry, I missed loads then.
You tits.
My bad. With a fucking hose pumping enough water. So he spots the truck. With a hose pumping enough water to put out a forest fire. It was agonising. Sorry, sir, I said to the saint. Si, he replied. Now, I don't speak much Espanol, but even I could recognise the kindness in this young man's voice. Hey, look. I'm going to die if I don't find a restroom in about 17 seconds. See? He looked at me with inquisitive gaze. I used desperation and pantomimed at the young man for 14 excruciating seconds. Finally, transcendence. The essence of Jesus himself glistened in the young man's eye and he pointed to the other side of the truck. Si, si!
Did you went to CC's?
Si, si! The best pizza in town.
Boom! Watch the hate flying in that chat now.
The relief I found on the other side of that truck was short-lived. I pissed freely, and my batter-abused intestines immediately resurrected my lust for the pizza. Finally, we had made it through the Arathi Highlands. Our faces, including my naysaying friend, were full of cheesy, saucy delight. That sounds so bukkake. Oh, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. On another for Christmas. Each of us was saddened when we realised that that only one slice remained. It was at that very moment, as if I had spidey sense, or perhaps slut sonar, that my gaze snapped left and was met with the gaze of a lonely redhead in a dress that would have made her daddy proud. Whoa.
I love that descriptive.
That's justice.
I'm thinking of a Whitesnake video. She's like dancing on a car bonnet, swinging.
But
her
we're
hair
full
around.
of pizza, drunken.
I don't give a shit, and she's licking a nipple.
The drunken pizza goggles are real right now. We've got cheesy sauce plus alcohol mixing together to form a paste with internals.
There will be some internal paste.
It was probably a red setter. It's probably just a dog.
She's probably like a 3.5.
She looks like she needs a little petite in her life, I said. I dare you! Muggy Mugus replied. As I headed for the door, I heard my wife say.
Wait, what? I heard my wife say. Where did that come from? Are they chatting up some bird? And then suddenly he says, well, I was going to chat her up what my wife said.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going for a three-way.
Continue.
Pow pow. It's like he's a dog in heat who's only attracted to other dogs with red hair.
He's married to Rogue?
Sure. That's why he has to fuck someone else. Yes!
Logic
Fist
bomb.
me.
Dude, let's just do both.
Now we're talking. The smirk on my face carried with me to that bench. Hey there. I greeted the allegedly ugly redhead. Allegedly ugly. Hey! Allegedly ugly.
It's like, I imagine the approach of him going up to her like that and she's turned away and he's like...
Can I touch your face?
Ooh, it's like tree bark. It's like your face or a
It's like a
wall.
scratching post.
Oh. It's like your face at the side of a building.
Why are you wearing drywall? Her response could have been more flattering. She simply scooted roughly 8 inches away from me.
I'm trying to envision this context, but I can't. It's like he goes up to her. He's going over to her thinking that she's an uggo-fuggo.
No, allegedly, he thinks she's pretty.
All right, but he's like...
His wife's told him that she's
like,
an uggo. She's not down.
He's like... She just goes...
Hey there. Alright.
Alright.
You don't look nerdy enough to be at BlizzCon, was my chat-up line.
So this was still at BlizzCon?
Yeah,
We were in the country!
Hilton. He's at the bench in the Hilton outside the BlizzCon.
Shit!
I know, right? 2 days
This
before.
is a drama story and we were there!
I know! Well, we weren't yet. We hadn't landed yet. But that chat-up line, though. Hey, baby. You don't look nerdy enough to be here.
Subtle bombs,
Open
mate.
your legs.
Subtle bombs.
Open your legs.
Hey.
Open them.
Are you sure you haven't got a little nerd in you?
Show me the red carpet.
Do you want some?
Again, her response left a little to be desired. She rolled her eyes and turned her back to me. So I pressed on. Not to be stopped. This is going well, I think, I said.
This isn't going to turn into a rape
That's
story.
like saying awkward. Awkward.
Being the person to say it.
Yeah,
though.
exactly. She was apparently too nice. Too nice to tell me to go fuck myself. Without warning, though, 5 dudes surrounded me. Ah, shit.
Rejected by some ham beast.
The leader of our little motley crew was diabetes type 2.
Oh, you, sir, are welcome.
He was standing directly in front of the virtuous gypsy and me. Did you call her that? You look like a virtuous gypsy.
Is that a compliment, though? You look like you're a shady bastard.
And there was a guy on the other side of him, one to the right of the slut. She getting nowhere with her, you slag.
Do you know what? It's like that fucking...
Must be a lesser.
Yeah, there's a
Must
skit
be a
like
lesser.
about 20 years ago about a guy goes up to a girl in a nightclub and he keeps following her around for it. He's like, alright, want to dance? And she walks up. It's alright, lads. She's ugly as fuck. then he eventually corners her when she goes to the bathroom, so she can't escape. He's like, yeah, gone for a shit.
This is so good. This is the worst thing I've ever read in my life. This is worse than the incest stories. So, she's gone from this one line where you call her a virtuous gypsy and then to slut. And another one sat down to my left. There I sat. Outnumbered 5-1. Do you want to do your gruff voice?
Oh, this is going to be a proper job.
This is the voice of diabetes type 2.
Hey, babe. Still bothering you, what, babe? Hey, babe. Hey. Hey. Do you want me to show him the door?
It's that way.
Come watch me do some reps with Jesus.
They exchange some formalities that are clearly designed to justify this dude bro's impending attempt to kick my ass. I'm anticipating that any moment he will swing, but I'm only a level 23 with a freshly activated pizza bonus. I began to play the scenario out in my groggy head. When he swings, I'll pick him up as if I'm going for a tackle and slam him head first, wrestling style. Then I'll immediately punch the bootlickers next to him in the sweet spot on the chin, taking them out of the mix.
Bold strategy.
It's like he's fucking Equilibrium.
No, he's like fucking what's he called now?
Sherlock Holmes.
No,
it's
no.
Sherlock
Sherlock Holmes, yeah.
It's like, this mustn't register at an emotional level. I'm about to fuck you all up.
No.
I didn't get much further than that when I hear Dude Bro say, oh, diabetes type 2.
Who's he saying that to? Because I thought he's
Oh,
saying...
wait, you can't stop playing. That's not there yet. Just say your line.
Alright. The fuck did you come from, man?
You look like Randy Orton.
Randy Orton, that's that, it's that.
You can't get the camera. You do look like Randy Orton. And that'd be a real twist in the story. Then suddenly Randy Orton, the sand snake, comes out of nowhere. Diabetes type 2 probably felt Muggy Muggus's bare hairs tickling the back of his neck. It was also at this time that I realised the dude to my left was the naysaying pussy companion. I turned to the promiscuous ginger. Upgraded you from slut to promiscuous ginger.
You got some fight in you.
You classy bitch.
You want a mimosa, you classy bitch?
So is this your boyfriend? He seems like a dick. He's not my boyfriend, she replied. Okay, so is he paying for tonight? I speculated.
He's just going to throw that bone out there. Is he paying for tonight? Because he knows he isn't, me.
The rabble erupted. Oh, bro! What the fuck? And then Diabetes Type 2 leans in to give his girl a kiss. And I swear to God says...
Is this the knobhead?
Yeah. You're a go for launch.
Babe, babe, you don't know what you're worth.
Counter eruption ensued from my entourage. Bro, you just called your girl a prostitute. At this point, the groups are divided. Words were being exchanged. Moms were getting fatter and fatter, fingers being shoved in faces, and blows were almost certainly imminent.
Oh, mums are getting fatter and fatter. Mum jokes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I was just sat there, I was like, why are mums getting fatter
Just
and
like
fatter?
swelling.
Yeah.
Just swelling.
Is it some sort of like red alert where the mums just start going, oh shit, I'm getting fat, what the fuck's going on? Someone's in trouble.
Unexpected things happen when you're level 23 and appear to be batshit crazy. One of the bootlickers managed to rationalise with Diabetes Type 2 and convince him to snatch up his seductress and retreat. With the numbers in our favour at 2 versus 3, Muggy Muggus turns around and says, "But here, go finish your pizza. I'll handle this." I was willing to listen to sound reason, and this situation was clearly fizzling out. But I didn't make it far when I heard the words...
Is that the guy again?
I don't know.
That sounds like a really...
No, it's not. It's someone else.
Okay, you do it.
You said I was a bad dude. I walked outside to hear the shaken bootlicker say to Muggy Muggus, "No, man. I didn't say you were a bad dude." Around that time, party-crashing Companion X came hauling ass around the corner. "Where are the cops?" he gasped, just as abruptly as Ninja Muggy Muggus had appeared behind Diabetes Type 2. The bootlickers casted vanish. Sweaty Pants Runner Boy convinced everyone that it was probably best if we all leave as well. Soon after arriving at our hotel, I came to the petrifying realization that we had no pizza left. A harrowing finale to an otherwise interesting evening.
Do you know what?
What, mate? It's
This
something that
guy-
almost happened.
It's something that almost happened.
Something that almost happened.
The context of the story was quite shallow, but the delivery that he's given us, I very much enjoyed.
4 dudes came over and then left.
There was a bit of a ruckus.
And there was a gypsy slut.
There was a red-haired girl who was, fluctuating in value, shall we say. And no
Fluctuating in value. Yeah. Oh my god. And no pizza. The saddest of the saddest days. No pizza for us to continue on with.
'Tis a dream.
Rip the pizza. Never forget. Right, we'll take a quick break and then we'll be back to answer some questions before we jump into our meeting for the pre-final boss thing. We'll be back in about 2 minutes.